Joan of Arc. Joan of Arc was born in France in 1412. At the age of 16, Joan began experiencing visions and hearing the voices of various Catholic saints. She believed that God was telling her to save France during the Hundred Years' War. After traveling in male clothing with several companions, Joan reached the royal castle and was able to convince the uncrowned King Charles VII of her divine mission and was provided with troops. In May of 1429, Joan defeated the English at Orleans, earning her the nickname the Maid of Orleans. Perhaps her most important battle was the victory at Patay, which paved the way for Charles VII's coronation. During battles, Joan wore male attire and rode with her troops. Although she led troops in times of war, she claimed she never killed a man and lamented the loss of life, even the enemy's. She often urged her troops to pray and attend Mass, especially before battle. In 1430, Joan was captured and sold to the English, who turned her over to the religious court. Joan was imprisoned and put on trial twice. In the first trial, Joan fought against her inquisitors and spoke of God's divine mission for her. She was declared heretic for claiming to have received instructions from God and the saints, and Joan was sentenced to life in prison. In her second trial, Joan was again found guilty of heresy and sentenced to execution. She was burned at the stake at age 19 for holding true to her beliefs. Charles VII made no attempt to save her during her imprisonment or trials. Pope Calixtus VIII reopened her case approximately 24 years later and overturned her conviction. Pope Benedict XV declared her a saint on May 16, 1920. She remains a national hero of her country and the subject of major writers and composers, as well as being depicted in modern literature, films, and songs.